Today's the day, my 19th birthday. My morning starts out like any other, but very quickly.
Do you want to fuck?
What?
Do you want to fuck? Whatever, I'll drive.
A lot of people describe Kaboom as kind of like a best of Gregg Araki. It has a lot of the kind of things that you love exploring in your films. How do you feel like Kaboom fits in your canon?
My partner in crime, Stella.
The biggest thing about this movie that's different is I've always wanted to do kind of this sort of Twin Peaksy, Who Killed Lord Palmer type mystery. And so it was interesting to me to sort of take, a lot of the sort of sexuality and a lot of the kind of angstiness and a lot of this sort of, and some of the violence and some of the stuff that's been in some of my other movies, and also, the humor and the sort of sex comedy aspect of it. And then I'll sort of graft that onto this new genre. This is probably my kind of craziest, most stylized, it's just sort of everything kind of to the nth degree. Like I really, there's characters with supernatural powers and all kinds, it's just, I really wanted to create this universe where kind of anything could happen.
I had a really freaky dream last night, and the whole world blew up.
Smith, the universe is finally smiling on you and everything is going your way. Don't fuck it up.
What do you think you're doing?
Eating you out.
Dude, it's a vagina, not a bowl of spaghetti.
One of the things that is kind of almost a through line in a lot of your films is this kind of notion of sexuality as this kind of label-free, kind of buffet aspect. Why is that something?
Like all you can eat?
All you can eat. So why is that something that's important for you to kind of explore? Like what motivates you to tell stories about that?
I guess it's just been sort of my experience, and it's interesting, like when I was sort of in the sort of mid-90s when I made the sort of Teen Apocalypse trilogy that sort of explored a lot of those themes, I think the notion was a little bit less popular than it is today, and I found that, with the sort of current younger generation, that attitude about sexuality is much more common. I think that, there is a kind of openness and a sort of lack of categories. Particularly amongst people who are sort of the age of the actors in the cast and stuff. And, the people I know that are that age, they frequently talk about sexuality in those sort of terms.
I have an excruciatingly hot roommate.
I sleep naked. I hope that doesn't weird you out.
It's like perpetual torture. Plus, of course, he's a surfer, dumb as a box of rocks, aka exactly my type.
Now, I know a lot of especially people in the gay community are always kind of touchy about when labels are important or when they're not, and I'm sure you've experienced that. People trying to
yes,
box in.
I have very personally experienced that.
How do you explain your position on it when people ask?
Well, I figured after all these years, I finally figured out the right position to take, which is it really depends on who you're talking to. I feel like if you're talking to some sort of like Sarah Palin Republican, I think obviously sexual politics are so important, sexual identity is so important. It's very important to come out and say I'm gay and have a sort of confrontational attitude about it. But I think the difference is, I think if you're talking to an audience that's more sophisticated, more liberal and educated, I think there's the room there to open it up for discussion, that it's not necessarily black and white, and it's really, there's, as you said, it's sort of a smorgasbord of sexuality out there.
I've been reading on the internet that if you do these flexibility exercises twice a day, you'll be able to give yourself a blowjob in 3 weeks. I'll email you the link.
That's okay.
Check out Kaboom, guys. It's amazing. It's great. It's sexy. It's fun. It's crazy. I don't think there's any other cult sex film I can think of that was as fun to watch.
Yeah. Go see it.
Go see it.
What the crap's that supposed to mean?
What is this? Will someone please tell me what the fuck is happening?